the shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
11 MT.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Houston.
Stop.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, you see the speed there of Daxton Hill reaching him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, nothing else. They were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for Cincinnati, the rookie Charlie Jones. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
And they'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Prescott on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Bengals at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense. I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them, and the quarterback's job is pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
On third down, it's Prescott. Evans has it left side. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Evans running straight ahead. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Here's Prescott. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down. And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because
here we go.
That's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
Pierce now up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Sliding up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Christian Kirk. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Back to Mixon on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
20-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. Evans running behind center. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Evans. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
An extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
They go play action with Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go, get in the huddle.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. Fighting his way through contact. Down the right sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball-hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And they'll begin by running the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
McPherson's kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Gun.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Here we go.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Burrow. He completes it to Ridley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Here we go.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Texans 14. Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Prescott to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans are back within a score. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Bengals 24, Texans 21. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
It's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. He may go. And they will score. A pick. For the Texans, TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Now it's Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jalen Petrie picks it up.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from 28 yards out.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They held him in check in the 1st half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the 1st half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First down, Prescott dumps it off to Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, it's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Here's a run with Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
And he'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Now third and goal.
To throw is Prescott. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Evans. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 yards to go, second down. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Cooper Kupp, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
35-35. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And it gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And down to the 20 he'll go before running out of bounds. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon.
Buddy Johnson there on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now.
A give running right is Evans.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mix it up the middle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Dak on the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping it air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal. Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
Here we go. And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Christian Kirk, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Evans. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown drives, tacking on some more yardage on a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. A handoff to Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Short gain the last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Second down, 8 yards to go. Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tim Patrick. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's first and 10.
They gotta go,
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Burrow. Flushed out right. Wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 3rd down and 6. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And he will have the Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline. And they've earned it. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Take
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 38-yard line.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this